We can't help ourselves. College football watchers, professionals, and amateurs alike always look for grand conclusions to draw from a single week of results. Week 5 provided plenty to analyze, so let's dive into the top 5 overreactions from the weekend, with a significant focus on one memorable contest. Georgia's playoff chances are cooked. After a quarter and a half in Saturday night's clash in Tuscaloosa, it certainly looked that way. A close loss at Alabama isn't a deal-breaker, but the Bulldogs face an uphill climb for the SEC championship. With a loss already in the column, Georgia must navigate road trips to Texas and Mississippi, along with a home game against Tennessee. To secure a top 2 finish, they likely need to sweep these matchups and avoid a letdown elsewhere. However, the landscape has changed with playoff expansion. If Georgia can finish with just one more loss, a 10-2 record, coupled with their strength of schedule, including a win against Clemson, could still earn them an at-large berth. To make this happen, they must improve in critical areas, but counting them out is premature. Jalen Milroe just won the Heisman. Jalen Milroe's performance, 374 yards passing, 117 rushing, and 4 total touchdowns on such a grand stage is hard to overlook. If the season ended today, he'd likely be the Heisman winner. Even with more than half the season remaining, Milroe will be leading the race. Yet, competition is fierce. Colorado's Travis Hunter made game-changing plays on both sides of the ball. Boise State's Ashton Jeanty rushed for over 250 yards and 4 touchdowns. And Ohio State's freshman receiver Jeremiah Smith is showing potential. While Milroe's performance stands out, they'll need to fend off these challengers. An Alabama-Georgia rematch is inevitable. As thrilling as their first meeting was, a rematch between Alabama and Georgia is far from guaranteed. Both teams have challenging paths ahead. Georgia must navigate a tough road, while Alabama also has to contend with Tennessee, LSU, Oklahoma, and Missouri, all vying for playoff spots. For a potential second meeting in the playoffs or for the SEC title, several variables must align. Can it happen? Absolutely. But we're still a long way from knowing. SMU won the realignment lottery. Even the most optimistic SMU fans likely didn't foresee such a strong debut in the ACC, facing preseason number 10 Florida State. While the Seminoles have struggled, the Mustangs have turned things around with a quarterback change, leading to a resounding 34-16 victory. Upcoming games, like next week's matchup against Louisville, will test their newfound success, but the early results have been promising for SMU in their new league. The Big 12 realignment winner is still up for grabs. Cam Rising back, Utah may still be the favorite. However, Arizona's recent victory over the Utes has opened the race. Currently, BYU, Colorado, and Texas Tech are the only teams off to 2-0 starts in conference play. With Texas and Oklahoma's departures, there's no clear favorite, creating opportunities for teams to capitalize and redefine the landscape of the Big 12.